Share the live, guys. Share the live, but don't spam share. Don't spam share. Only share it out to maybe about 1 or 2 people, right? And that'll help push us out to the FYP. Holy smokes. Excuse me. Better. Ooh. I'm okay, guys. I'm okay. I was a little worried for a second. That scared me. That scared me. We're good though. We're good. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are looking for some debates because this is Sparring with Santana. Sparring with Santana. Get in the box, get in the box, get in the box. Tap the screen, get the likes up to 8,000 likes if we could. The gift is the little music notes. Can we knock those out? Can we knock those out? Those little 1 coin music notes. If you have not sent your daily heart, go ahead and send it. It's only 1 coin. It helps boost the live and push it out to FYP. We're looking for some Trump supporters. If you are someone that supports Donald Trump, which in this day and age, like, I don't know how you can afford it. Like, I legitimately don't know how you can afford it. Right? I mean, like, being a Trump supporter has to be not only like, it has to be costly in multiple ways, right? I mean, sweat equity, the fact that you have to keep running around and, oh, you have to, are you a sub? The dreaded, are you a sub? Hold on. If you're a sub, then you can utilize the tag me in, but you have to go through the Discord. You got to be in the Discord in order to utilize the tag me in. You got to be in the Discord to utilize the tag me in. Yeah, but the sweat equity that it costs to actually defend Donald Trump and all the things that he's doing. And then also, you know, you got to keep buying the Trump stuff. You got to keep buying the Trump stuff. Are there any Trump supporters out there that has purchased the new Trump fragrance? He's selling the fragrance. He's selling the fragrance. Sorry, guys. There we go. All right. Got a call. Guys, anyone actually, here we go. Anyone purchased the Trump fragrance? How are you feeling about the list? The list exists. That's the interesting thing. The list actually exists, but they're going to keep saying the list doesn't exist, even though the list does exist, because they told us the list exists. Like they've already done this. They've already done this. You trying to eat what? What are you trying to eat? What are you trying to eat? I'm confused. All right. Danny, welcome back.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Danny, we got to do this one more time because there's some people who may be watching who don't know what this is, or, you know, may not know exactly who I am. Listen, I know you know who I am. I know you know who I am. But we got to do it one more time. So, Danny, I'm going to run this up one more time. All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the main event. Let's get ready to rumble!
Y'all ready for this? Guys, welcome in. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump and you have a better debate than straight talk because he's whack, get in the box. If you're not a Trump supporter, go ahead and tap the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 50,000 likes. Let's get the shares up to 50 shares. Don't spam share because that will hurt the live. Only share it out a couple of times. Also, if you are a friendly, do all the wonderful things, right? If we can knock out these little chili peppers, that's the gift goal. It will help push us out to the FYP. So go ahead and do that. If you not sent your daily heart me, it's only 1 coin. Go ahead and send your daily heart me. All of those wonderful things actually help push us out to the FYP. If you're on YouTube and you're back, go ahead and like the stream. Make sure you like the stream and engage in the stream. And last but not least, guys, if you would like to support the live, you can do so through a donation. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. We got Danny back up here. And Danny, all right, give me a better debate because your actual premise on undocumented immigrants was not good, friend.
Yeah, I do want to discuss something different than we were talking about freedom last time.
What you got?
Let's hit the topic of the love of isms and phobias.
Oh, okay, cool.
So are you referring to phobias as in like homophobia?
Racism, sexism, classism, homophobia, transphobia, all of those things. Yep.
Okay. So you're saying you agree that transgenderism isn't a disorder?
Transgender people. But no, being a transgender person is not a quote unquote disorder.
Okay, so in the DSM-5, it used to be labeled as a disorder.
No, it didn't.
It did, and then they changed it.
No, it didn't.
Where it wasn't a disorder, and it was.
No, it didn't.
US.
No, it didn't. What you're talking about is the you're trying to listen. The problem that you have with not just you, but everyone that has with this actual argument is it's not a one for one. You try to use the actual body dysmorphia debate, but it's not a one for one because not every transgender person has it, and not every person that has it is transgender. It's not a one for one, so that's a bad faith argument. I hear you, but it's not good.
Okay, but yeah, that's also saying with the gender dysphoria, gender identity crisis, DID. Yeah, they're all.
It's an incongruency as far as who they are. I mean, the actual sex they were born and who they are as a person. But I'm trying to understand because I think you may be a little bit confused as far as like why it's listed as the love of isms and phobias. It's not because I'm saying, oh, you guys love people. I'm saying that you just want to actually be harmful and hurtful to these people within the marginalized community. So, hey, Danny, tell me, why is it that you have an issue with transgender people?
So my issue is I do see it to be destructive to the community.
How? How is 1% of the U.S. population destructive?
Socially. So
you said socially?
Yeah, it creates a new standard socially that we need to accept people that are different. Now,
whoa.
Okay, that came out crazy.
Whoa. No. You are not gonna you are not getting away. You are not getting away with that. You are not. So your premise is we should not accept people that are different.
Mentally.
No. He did say the quiet part out loud. He absolutely said the quiet part out loud. So you think that people are quote unquote different should be ostracized?
Well, I mean, not different as in like
you said it. Those were your words. Your words.
I said that. I would like to backtrack from that. Because that was
okay. Okay. Well, I'll give you this. Listen.
Now you're being condescending. You've been warned, all right? Let's move forward amicably.
Okay.
We're gonna move forward amicably, but I need you to understand that your words have consequences. All right.
Yeah, I agree. I'll try to move forward with a better choice of verbiage or words. So instead of saying different, I would say to socially accept them as they have a form of a illness.
They don't. Again, literally, they don't. It's been proven that the quote unquote illness that you're speaking with is not applicable to every transgender person. And every person that has it is not transgender. That's why I said it's not one to one. It does not work that way.
It does.
It does. Okay. If so, are you telling me every single person that has body dysmorphia is transgender?
No.
Okay, then it's not one for one. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I do. There's a lot of different illnesses that tie into
it's not an illness. It's literally not an illness. You know what an illness is? An illness is being hateful towards people who aren't doing anything to you. Illness is actually deciding that just because someone's different, that you're gonna actually ostracize them. Illness is sitting here saying that I'm going to vote for a man with 34 felonies, but yet still sit here and say that I believe in law and orders. Illness is saying that, oh, I believe in protecting women, but then voting for a man who great a woman and who has completely sexualized not only women but young kids. That's an illness. An illness is actually sitting here saying that Donald Trump is coherent and strong when he's constantly getting laughed off the world stage and he's rambling on and calling it the weave. That's an illness, bud.
He actually is proven to be one of the greatest presidents we've ever
He's
had.
not. He's literally been ranked the worst president
Okay,
in
then
modern day history.
Who would you decide to be the best, in your opinion?
What do you mean? By what measure?
Who is better than Trump then?
All of them. Every single one. Every modern day president. I can't say. I mean, there's some historical precedents, but I don't want to speak on the slave time presidents, but
of course,
I mean like overall, and I mean Jimmy Carter better, Barack Obama better,
Bush is better.
I was just about to say, hell, I'll even give Bush was better. Yeah.
All right, dude, that's too far.
How?
Because you're saying Biden was better when you're saying that we voted for a rapist whenever he single-handedly openly admitted he enjoyed whenever the kids felt his leg hairs at the swimming pool. Like, dude,
He didn't say that. You're making that one up.
no, I did not.
You're making that one up. Your line that you're looking for is him sniffing the kid's hair, right? And even with the sniffing the kid's hair, that was his grandchild. That was his grandchild at his son's funeral.
I never used that one though. I never used that at all.
Yeah, that was his grandchild at his son's funeral.
And that's a bummer, dude. That sucks.
Yeah, you're weird. You're weird. You're weird. You're being weird. You're being weird. It's weird. You're being weird, bud.
No, I'm not, dude.
Listen, if you wanted to vote for Donald Trump just to hate people, just say that. It's cool.
I don't hate people. I just hate the fact that people use.
You specifically went after transgender people for no reason.
No, there is a reason.
There's not. There's not. How many transgender people do you know?
Enough to know that they are.
No. Put a number on it. How many? No. Put a number on it.
Personally, I know. Hold on.
So you know one.
No, two. I know two.
You know two. So you personally
People
know
that
two.
have actually transitioned. Yes.
So you personally know two.
And I only like one of them.
Do either one of them like you? Because I wouldn't.
Just the one.
I doubt that. I doubt the one likes you. But has the one that you say
not,
like
he
you?
supports Trump. Or I'm sorry, she supports Trump.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
I don't believe anything that you're saying right now. Listen, again, the point that I'm trying to make, and I think I asked you the question before, if you ever thought about you being propagandized, and I feel like it applies again. Hey, how much money do you think that Donald Trump spent on transphobic ads during his run up to the White House?
I honestly don't know, but I honestly don't think I know.
Take a ballpark guess. How much money do you think that Donald Trump would spend just to be like, oh, I'm gonna get this hateful stuff off to less than 1% of the U.S. population?
I would say hopefully around like $1 billion, maybe. I don't know.
You're thinking way too small, bud. Go bigger.
3 mil.
Way bigger.
6.
Wait, you're not even getting close.
25.
How about we times that by 8? Start there.
Like 200 something million.
He spent $215 million on transphobic ads. Transphobic ads. $215 million to be hateful towards less than 1% of the population. That doesn't sound strange to you?
No. I mean, I honestly 100% disagree with all LGBTQ. So I mean, I support that 100%.
Wait, you said you disagree with the queer community as a whole?
Absolutely.
You definitely voted for the phobias. Cool. What do you have against the queer community?
It's completely morally wrong, and it's destructive
By
to our
whose
community.
morals?
It's destructive to the community.
Sure. Okay. Wait. So you take a moral standpoint that being queer is wrong.
Yes, that
Okay.
is
Cool. So we're gonna test your morals here. We're gonna stress test your morals. Before I do that, W's in the chat for Jonah. Jonah sent a $10 YouTube super chat to say, "Here's my bi-weekly dono. Sorry I haven't caught you lately. My live, I live in Vermont, and you come on as I go to sleep. I'll make sure to watch some of your videos the next day. Hope you have a great day." Jonna, thank you for correcting that at the end for me. You know how I always mess up. You're so freaking awesome. I appreciate you so much. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. There we go. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything is appreciated. If you're over on YouTube and you want to send a YouTube super chat, what up, YouTube? What up, Twitch? You can do so, and I will read that out. All right, so let's test your morals, because for some reason you think that being a part of the queer community is somehow an affront to society and morals. Got it. Cool. So question for you. Do you think that grape is wrong?
Yeah.
Cool. Do you think being a PDO, someone who skeezes on little kids is wrong?
Yeah, 100%.
Cool. Do you think that breaking the law is wrong?
Yeah.
Cool. Did you vote for Donald Jimothy Trump?
Absolutely.
You have no morals.
Wrong.
Donald Trump did all of those things.
Wrong.
Every single one.
Absolutely incorrect.
Sure, let's go down the line. Donald Trump was held civilly liable for forcefully penetrating E. Jean Carroll. Civilly liable for actually raping a woman.
So let's go ahead and pull up that scenario. What happened?
I'm not going to run through the scenario for it. Like, I legitimately do not want to relitigate that. You know why I'm not going to relitigate that one?
There's also women false claims.
Sure. Yeah, I hear you. You know why I'm not going to relitigate that one?
Why is that?
It's because she didn't start the fire. Donald Trump did. Donald Trump literally went after her, and she ended up having to file a case for defamation because he would not stop attacking her. And so in order to prove her case for defamation, she had to prove that Donald Trump raped her. And guess what she did? Proved it. She proved it.
Simply
And then not only did she prove it, Donald Trump appealed it. And you know what happened? Appeal denied.
She still got her money.
Appeal denied. The court said that Donald Trump, who caused the defamation case, which actually led to him being held civilly liable for grape, when he tried to actually appeal it, they said, "Nah, big dog, you did it."
Yeah, that's you ever, if you ever hook up with a woman and then the next day she's like, "Oh,
yeah, no one wants to hear your anecdotal experiences. I don't listen. I believe women. I don't care what you're trying to say with that. The simple fact of the matter is that it was proven in a court of law. So you can actually try to, bounce all around and say, "Well, what about this? What about that?" I don't care about the fake scenarios. I don't care about the fake. Hey.
Ain't nobody trying to hear that bullshit.
At the most.
Stop talking for a second, Danny. You know that you're wrong.
No, I'm not.
You are absolutely wrong.
No, I'm not.
Stop talking. I am not saying that there aren't cases where there is misinformation given. There could be, whatever. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is this specific case has been litigated and has been proven. So I'm not going through these fake scenarios with you. I'm talking about this specific case.
Okay. Agree to disagree. We can move on.
No. There's no agree to disagree on this.
You're wrong, dude.
Okay. How am I wrong if the courts held him civilly liable for penetrating E. Jean Carroll's vagina?
Because they had a consensual relationship, and then she turned to it being a non-consensual
So
interaction whenever it was.
why did the courts rule that Donald Trump forcefully penetrated E. Jean Carroll then?
Because she claimed it happened.
No, because she proved that it happened.
Okay, you can prove you can. You're saying that there's no video evidence of what happened in that room where she consented.
Is there video evidence of Wilt Chamberlain dropping 100 points? Have you ever seen the video of Wilt Chamberlain dropping 100 points?
No.
Does Wilt Chamberlain own the record for the most points scored in the NBA game of 100 points?
Yep, there's witnesses.
Okay, then shut the fuck up.
There's no
You're
witnesses.
sitting here saying, oh, there's no video evidence, does not mean that it did not happen. There's plenty of things that don't get caught on video and it still happens. The simple fact of the matter is that she was able to prove her point. She proved it. She proved it. Unlike you, Danny. Danny, you're sitting here and you're trying to actually, prove to me that Donald Trump did not grape E. Jean Carroll, even though the courts already said she did. Prove it. And I don't, hold on. Focus for a second. I don't want you to speculate. I want you to pull out actual evidence.
All right, dude. I can just Google and pull it up. Trump says it didn't happen, dude.
I don't give a shit what Trump said. Trump lied over 30,000 times his first presidency. Donald Trump lies more than he breathes. I don't care what Donald Trump says. I want you to prove it. I want you to give me evidence. I want you to prove it.
Dude.
No. Go get the evidence.
No,
Danny, you said that. No, Danny, you said, Danny,
shit.
I'm not being closed-minded. You said that you can prove
dude,
it.
You can't look past your own
Danny,
nose, man.
Danny, how am I being closed-minded if I'm saying that, okay, prove it? I'm sitting here waiting for you to prove it. How is that being closed-minded?
Bro, because how are you gonna expect me to pull up some proof of a video evidence? That last dude that earlier showed you proof, and
slow down and listen to me for a second.
I can pull up the video of Biden saying
Danny,
this said.
Danny, I need you to slow. We're not talking about Biden. You're not gonna. What about Biden? This one. Listen to me for a second. Listen for me for a second. I'm not saying that you have to pull up any video evidence. That's not what I'm saying. I need to make sure. I need you to understand what I'm saying right now in this moment. Danny, I'm saying your premise is that E. Jean Carroll was not telling the truth. That's your premise. I said, cool. I'm willing to accept your premise if you can actually provide evidence to prove it. And Donald Trump saying that it did not happen, that's not evidence, because of course he said that it did not happen because he was actually involved in the court case. So just like E. Jean Carroll provided actual evidence that got the courts to rule on her side, can you provide me any evidence to believe what you're saying? Not hearsay, not someone saying, I can
tell you, dude, whenever you go into the court with that issue, it is hard to prove that it was consensual whenever it really was. They can claim it was non-consensual. That's why
you're still not proving it.
Listen, that's why there's so many men
listen, Danny.
for things that they don't do because they are falsely prosecuted.
You are trying to use other situations. I have already conceded.
So how is that how do you not correlate?
Stop and listen, Danny.
You're not.
Danny, stop and listen. I have already conceded that there have been cases and situations where people are not being truthful, and so those people,
why,
Danny?
Because
it was proven.
Money involved? Is that why?
Because it was
proven, as in there was.
It was proven.
Yes. Because they're consensual.
Okay, Danny, I need you to stop talking over me. Like seriously, I need you to stop talking over me, Danny.
Let's just move past one.
No. I don't want to move past this, Danny. You can admit that you're wrong. We're not going to quote unquote agree to disagree. You are wrong. Okay, then stop talking for a second. Don't come off mute. Just stop talking and just listen to me for a second. Danny, I am not saying that there are no cases, nor have there ever been a case where someone lied about their actual grape. Not saying that. Not saying that. I'm not even saying that there are not cases where people are wrongly convicted. Not saying that. What I'm saying is the reason why this case was even litigated is because, of course, your phone's about to die. Come on, Danny. Come on, Danny. Yeah, it was his spirit. It was. W's in the chat for John. I think it's pronounced John. John sent a $5 donation. All Trump needed was to give DNA samples for half. I'm not sure what you mean, but yeah, he had the option to actually give DNA samples. Absolutely, guys. If you like to support the live, you can definitely do so. You sent another one to exonerate himself by Carol and keeping the dress. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. W's in the chat for Jonna for that donation, $8 total. Thank you so much, guys. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. If you enjoy the information, education, entertainment, please, please, please consider donating. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. If you are not, tap the screen, share the live, do all the wonderful things. Let's get the likes up to 50,000 likes. If we could, knock out the little heart hands. It's the daily gift goal. And last but not least, thank you for the crowd. If you look up at the top and it says follow, that means you're not following me. This is the main account now. This is the main account. Go ahead and hit that follow button. If you don't follow me, then, you might not see me if I go live again. Go ahead and turn your notifications on as well so you'll see when I go live, because I do random lives at certain times. Guys, listen, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. We are looking for some debates. We're looking for some debates. I mean, and like the simple fact is, I am willing to be open-minded. Listen, the point of this is to play a game, and just like any game, I can lose, right? I mean, like, legitimately, I could lose this game. I could. I just need a Trump supporter that has the ability to prove me wrong. If you can prove me wrong, you win. It's simple. It's simple. All you have to do is prove me wrong and you can win. Jacob, I'm not talking to you. Like, I have no interest in talking to you. You are dishonest and disingenuous. I've already spoken with you before and I refuse to actually engage. I don't care. You can spam MAGA in the chat. You're not getting up here. You are disingenuous as shit. I am not talking to you again because you won't actually even answer a simple question. Why would I get you back up here? Stop it. Stop it. Cry harder, you lost. Cool. No, I'm losing? No, bitch, we losing. Anyway, guys, tap the screen. Yeah, running from you. Hey, Jacob, go start your own live. How about that? Yeah, I've seen Jacob. Listen, Jacob is like the whore of Babylon, running around these TikTok streets, getting passed around, smashed and clowned by every single quote unquote liberal creator. He has literally got smoked by everyone. Like everybody's smoking on that Jacob pack. Like it's not hard. It's not hard. Not hard. He's not good. Anyway, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. I love the new you. What do you mean the new me? The new me is the old me. I'm just saying. If you're talking about the difference between sparring and late nights, there is a huge difference. Guys, we will be doing late nights tonight, and that's a panel discussion. There's a huge difference between late nights and sparring. Trust me, it's a thing. Again, if you're a Trump supporter, request up. I know for a fact that there are Trump supporters in the box about their own party. Yeah. I love that only happens on the weekend. That only happens on the weekend. I only get on demon time on the weekend. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. I know there's almost 800 people here hanging out, and everyone can't agree with me. Yes, they are a coward. Yippee Santana. I know that's right. Listen, exactly. I'm trying to get them to squabble up, but they will not get in the box. They are scared. You said BBB with the red hearts. Okay. Yeah, cool. I'm gonna send you a request, and I'm gonna mute you because you don't get to talk in the chat, right? So you can get in the box. You can get in the box. You can get in the box, but you're not gonna talk in my chat. I can't believe that he tried to say that he has morals. He tried to say that he has morals, and then right after saying that he had morals, defended grape. How do you have any types of morals and then you turn around and defend grape? That is the wildest thing. The wildest thing. Would you consider yourself to be a socialist? Maybe. I do fuck with the socialism. I kind of do. I kind of think that everybody should be able to live life without, having to worry about shit all the time. Life is kind of stressful. Not gonna lie. I would be good with everybody having health care. I would be good with everyone having free education. I kind of fucks with it. I kind of Trump something. Do you fuck with socialism?
No.
You know what socialism is?
It means, wait, am I echoing?
No, you're good.
It means workers owns their own means of production.
Yeah. Why don't you fuck with socialism?
Because I don't want everybody to be on an even playing field.
Oh, got it. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You know what's funny? So I had a friend who told me one time we were talking and kind of like the same thing that you said, right? And so he's a wait, who's echoing? You guys hear echo?
Yeah, I think. Hold on, let me go out and go back in.
Yeah, swipe out and then come right back.
All right. No?
So I don't hear it. Give it a second. Just talk for just a few moments to see if the chat still hears it.
Okay. Am I echoing? I hear echo. Mine.
Still echoing? Hey, do this for me. Just drop down and then like completely swipe out the app. Come back in. Are you shooting a phone and then come back? I'll bring you right back up.
All right.
Oh, I didn't even think that he might be on Bluetooth. I didn't think that. Okay. Yeah, it might be Bluetooth. Let's see what happens when he comes back. So, yeah, back to the story. The funny thing about me, right? It is his echo chamber. All right, speak again.
All right. That's good. Oh,
good now?
I'm still echoing, bro.
Are you connected to a Bluetooth?
No, I'm not. I just turned it off when you said that. Or am I chat? I hear it. Yes. Oh no. I guess not my day.
So you're not connected to a Bluetooth. Did you like force swipe out of the app and then come back?
Yeah, I swiped out, swiped it up, and then went back.
Like force closed it?
Yeah.
Wait, someone's saying that. Okay, hold on. Let me check it on my end. Keep talking for a second.
All right. Donald Trump, Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, Ted Cruz.
Yeah, I feel like we can power through it. I feel like we can power, chat. I feel like we can go through it. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's good for me.
Yeah, I mean, like I heard it, and it's not bad. All right, cool. So you said that you don't want everyone to be on even ground.
I do not.
Why not? Oh wait, hold on. Because I think I already know, but I still have to ask you a question if you don't mind.
Oh, that's what I came here for.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
I don't know. What do you mean by isms and phobias?
Racism, sexism, classism, phobias, homophobia, transphobia, all of those things.
Bold claim. How is he racist?
Who, Jimothy?
Why do you call him that?
Because his mama named Jimothy. Donald Jimothy Trump. You didn't know that's what the J stands
Donald
for?
John Trump.
No, it's Jimothy.
John. Okay. All right. Well, tomatoes fine. Okay. He's not racist though. As a black man,
He's very
I can say
racist.
he's not. How is he racist?
He has a history of racism that goes all the way back to the 70s and persists even up to this current administration and past election. He has actively done things to harm the black community in multiple ways, including trying to bring back segregation and even hinting at that just a couple of days ago that slavery should be a thing again.
Well, he said that.
Down at Alligator Alcatraz.
Tell me about that. What's this?
Yeah, so he called it owner's responsibility, and basically just talking about how with undocumented immigrants who work in the farming and service industry, the people that they work for should have a different level of power over them and control, and they still wouldn't get any type of citizenship. They would still have to pay taxes like they currently are, but the people that they work for actually gets more control over their day-to-day life. Owner responsibility.
I don't agree with that. I'm gonna have to go back and look at it.
It's wild. Like he was literally advocating for slavery.
I agree.
That's wicked.
The racist claims. What's the racist claim he said in the 70s, or what he did actually?
He wouldn't actually rent to people of color. Him and his
don't
papa.
you think the DOJ just tried to like single him out and just like
In the
go for
70s?
him? Yeah.
No. I mean, they actually, he settled outside of court. He settled outside of court and said that, yeah, we did it. And he even put out, they had part of his settlement was taking out like a full-page article saying that they would not be, or they would not discriminate against people of color anymore.
So
He literally admitted and said, my bad, we won't do this no more.
like I feel like that was every white man in the 70s.
I agree. You're not gonna get any argument from me there.
Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he's definitely like changed since then. Don't you?
He hasn't. I mean, I literally just told you about Alligator Alcatraz, but then also he actually and so he complained about Juneteenth. Do you know what Juneteenth is?
It was the day black slaves were free, like the last of them.
Yeah. Down in Texas, he complained about Juneteenth, saying that we have too many individual. Yes, chat. I know he has an echo. We're dealing with it. I understand. There's an echo. He talked about how there's too many individual actual holidays on Juneteenth and how they did not celebrate Juneteenth. And even more than that, he signed an executive order that permits segregation inside of federal buildings now.
Oh, hold on. Let's keep this the last topic so somebody else comes out my echo. But I mean, I agree with them about the Juneteenth thing. Like our economy is losing money if we keep having holidays.
That's not true.
Well, how's it not true?
That's absolutely not true. I mean, you talk about holidays. Most of these holidays are not man-made, but manufactured holidays to actually stem the economy. That's why you have things like Valentine's Day. That's why you have Christmas. That's why you have all of these holidays literally generate money. That's not true at all.
Well, I mean,
also, Donald Trump doesn't care if something generates money or not. I mean, they cut funds for the park department, which the amount that the park department the National Forest or National Parks? Anyway, their budget is like $5 billion a year or something like that, and they bring in like $55 billion. Like he doesn't care about that.
well, like I understand where he's come from, but like at the end of the day, we have a lot of holidays. You're right that it doesn't really.
Then get rid of 4th of July. The 4th of July is redundant.
That's the day we became independent from England.
No. The 4th of July is supposed to represent freedom and independence, but not all people were free. So if you celebrate something that is not for everyone, and then you want to focus on America, right? You want to focus on America, then why not focus on when this thing was actually there for all Americans instead of just for some Americans? So get rid of the 4th of July, keep Juneteenth.
But that's when America, not the people of America. That's what America. I mean, you live here, right?
Yeah, I wasn't free.
This is our country. Yeah, I mean, me and you both weren't free. We also weren't born.
Who is we?
I mean, we weren't born back then.
Who is we? Are you speaking French?
Uh, I'm a black guy.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God, stop fucking lying.
I'm black, bro. I'm black mixed with white. I'm 75% black.
You're
But
70. How are you 75%
my
black? What the fuck
I'm,
is that?
my mom is mixed with black and white. My dad's black.
Yeah. So you're multiracial.
Yeah.
And cool. So you're saying that you're saying you're black. Got it. Cool. Question for how old are you?
I'm 19.
You're 19. You're 19. Okay. What happened in the 99 and 2000?
The 9/9 in 2000. Then wait, the 9. I don't know what you mean.
Cool. With your Kool-Aid, right? What flavor is the red Kool-Aid?
Fruit punch.
Wrong.
What do you mean, bro?
Wrong. Let's say this. You are hanging out with your friends and you want to sleep over with your friends. Adorna got it. You want to sleep over with your friends. What do you do?
Well, what do I do? You say, hey, can I sleep over? Right? You sleep over, then you.
Wrong.
What do you mean wrong? You sleep with no covers, no pillow, no nothing.
No, I mean, you're trying to find a stereotype, but that's not it. Nope. You have your friend ask, because if you ask, your mom's going to say no.
That's true.
not
Okay.
it.
Yeah, true.
Cool.
Give me one. Give me one more. Give me one more. I guarantee I'm sorry.
Yeah, listen, I mean, you're not gonna get any of these, and I mean, if you're gonna blackfish, you should probably like brush up on it. But anyway,
I'll literally turn my camera off if you go.
sure, turn your camera on. I don't think you have because you're on your burner account. Come back on your main account.
I don't have this. I don't really have a main account.
Why the fuck you
Yo, you're
lying?
actually hilarious.
Why you always
No, I actually
lying?
don't. My main account got
Oh my
same thing
God,
I'm doing.
stop fucking lying.
It won't let me get online, so I have to create a burner. But hold on, how do I turn this on?
You can't turn it on because you're on your burner account. Come on, bro. All right, last one.
fine.
Last one for you. Last one for you. Let's see. We're gonna make it a good one. Name one certified platinum hood classic. A movie. Go.
A movie? Boys in the Hood. Paid in full.
Cool. Okay, cool. We're sticking with Boys in the Hood. All right.
Okay.
So I'm assuming you've seen Boys in the Hood.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I saw it like
school?
3 years ago. Yeah.
What school did Ricky get a scholarship to?
Bro, he was in his mom's living room.
What
The
school did
recruiter
Ricky
came.
get a scholarship to?
This was hard. Well, what USC? No.
Yeah, you saw it in the chat. I mean, they were spamming.
I
in the
swear to God. So give me just one last one. Then this echoes terrible. So then we'll
Yeah,
leave.
chat, hold on, chat. Don't answer. Just wait. Don't put the answer in the chat. Just wait. All right. You said you're how old again?
I'm 19.
19. You're 19. What part of the country are you from?
I'm from Charlotte.
So you're from my neck of woods.
Oh, you're from here?
I'm from South Carolina.
What? Oh, word.
So, super simple. Who did it for North Carolina? Who told you to take your shirt off and wave it around your head like it's a helicopter?
I don't know that one.
All right, you want to admit that you're not black before?
I swear, no, actually, like I'm so serious. I'm black, but I actually don't know that one.
Yeah.
Who was that?
Peter Pablo. Come on, man. Anyway, cool. So you tried. I'll give you that. How about I do this for you? Would you like to see a magic trick?
Sure, bro. Hey, you funny, bro, but I'll see you later.
You ain't gonna blackfish me. You can't answer those questions. You can't answer those questions. I know what it is. Anywho, guys, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you're someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. We are only, oh God, I hope this person is a Trump supporter. I so badly want this person to be a Trump supporter. Please, 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 Jeebus. Karen, are you a Trump supporter?
Oh, no, I didn't need to join. I'm sorry.
You just had the perfect name. I was so
No.
excited to actually talk to a Karen that was a Trump supporter.
Hey, listen, I get that Karen shit all the time. I love Kamala. I love Joe Biden. I'm a Democrat. Sorry.
Yeah, all right, I'm going to.
Sorry to see what's going on. Have a great day, Santana. Listen to you all the time. Take care.
Wait, the
You got
echo's
to
coming
boost
from me? You guys saying the echo's coming from me? Hold on. Hopefully this fixes it. It's not coming from inside of the house. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby.
I don't quit.
Oh, she came back. If you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are someone that supports Donald Jimothy Trump, get in the box. I think I might have addressed it if it was a thing. I don't think it's a thing, but I think I fixed it. If it is, if it isn't, what it is, what it do. Guys, if you're a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. If you are not a Trump supporter, no, my backup account is muted. Tap the screen, share the live. Guys, if you see the follow button up there, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit the follow button. And also turn on the notifications. Turn on the notifications. You won't know when I go live because I like to be random. For anyone who knows me, you guys know how random I am. And if you want to actually, if you guys actually want to catch any of these random lives, you got to make sure that you turn on notifications as well. Send your daily heart me. It's only one coin. Guys, where are the Trump supporters at? Where are the Trump supporters at? I know, listen, I can see you guys in the live watching. I know for a fact that you all are not Trump supporters. Hello, 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 hello. MAGA, who, God bless me. I don't believe you. No, I'm not a Gemini. I also don't believe in magic. All right, man, since I'm going to go ahead and mute you because, like, why the fuck not? If you're a Trump supporter, then you got to get in the box. How do you join? You have to join from TikTok, bud, not YouTube. You can't. Why is Trump the president with 34 felonies? Because the people that support him have no moral standards, character, or give a fuck. That's why. Next question. Where you at? Where they at, though? Where they at, though? Listen, at this point, I'll take Boom. I'll take what's his name? Kenny. Like, at this point, I'll take any of them. Except that the other clown that we talked to earlier or yesterday. I won't talk to Dreamy either. Like, he sucks. Dreamy sucks. Hell, at this point, I'll even take Brother. Somebody go get Brother. Tell Brother to get in here. Let me smack him around for a while. Or shit, where's Rob? Like, Rob in the middle of the day would be amazing. Yes, Levito is scared of me. Levito won't come back. Levito will not come back. Trump supporters, I know for a fact that you guys are still here. You're still here. Listen, you can't be bitches all your life. Right? You can't be scared all of your life. What, you yeller? You yeller belly? What about Liam? Nah, I don't want to talk to Liam. That's one person I want to talk to. I absolutely would not talk to Liam. Hey, okay. I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal. MAGA, I know you're watching. I'll make a deal. I'll make a deal. Is this a debate? It is. I mean, I'm waiting for a Trump supporter. Are you a Trump supporter? I don't want to give this deal out if you're a Trump supporter. No, okay. Never mind. All right, Trump supporters, listen, here's the deal. Here's the deal. Here's the deal. I know someone tried to cash in on this earlier, so I'll give it to you again. If you're a Trump supporter and you get in the box, one-time offer, only to the first Trump supporter that gets up here, I'll let you talk about Biden. I'll let you complain about Biden. I'll let you complain about Barack Obama. I'll let you complain about Hillary Clinton. Hell, I'll even let you complain about Nancy Pelosi. One-time offer. You got to be the first one to get up here, though. And you can't say, what about Biden, more than twice. So if you got to move on past that. So there's the deal. Get in the box. I know you guys love that. I know you love it. I know you love it. Get in the box. Shucks, are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, both for Trump.
Okay. All right. Which one did you want to come? What about? Is it Biden, Barack Obama? Which one?
Oh no, I don't want to talk about it. I was just Trump's in office. He won. He's going to be here for another 3 years. I'm just curious as what
Maybe.
Hold
on. Before we go too far, guys. Wait, you guys still hear the echo? That is me. Can you give me 1 second? Let me figure this out. I'm sorry. One moment. Because it's something I'm doing. It's causing an echo. It's got to be these settings. We're gonna figure this out, Chad. Shucks, we're gonna figure this out for sure. All right, we can do this. Yeah, I am, but that's not what's causing the problem. Let's see here. All right, do you guys still hear the echo now? Can you guys still hear echo? All right, Shucks, talk for me. See if they hear echo from you.
Yeah, I think it's still echoing.
Keep talking a little bit.
It's still echoing.
You still hear echo?
Yep.
It's got to be me though, because there's 3 people in a row.
Are you operating off like the local Dollar General Wi-Fi or what?
Yeah, somewhat. Hold on, let me try something. Why are you chewing like that? Okay, talk again.
Okay, that's better. Now it's not echoing.
You don't hear it anymore?
Nope.
Okay. It's this local Dollar General soundboard that I'm using. That's what it is. All right, cool. So you don't want to do the whataboutisms. Cool. All right, we won't do the whataboutisms. I have a question for you.
Well, I have a question for you.
Well, let me get this one off first then.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedom, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king?
None of the above. Can I ask my question now?
Sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, so Trump's going to be in office the next 3 years. He's not going anywhere.
Maybe.
So,
Maybe.
What maybe? He's not going
I
anywhere.
mean, he's old, and those are, listen, he's got to be like one Big Mac away, right?
Nah.
Come on now.
The guy's on TV every week. He's talking to the press every week.
He can't hear. He stumbles over his words. He's falling asleep in public. Like, it's a lot. It's a lot.
Listen, we just had a president for 4 years that never went in front of the TV.
Tell me how many times Joe Biden fell asleep on TV.
How many times did Joe Biden talk to the press?
How many times did Joe Biden fall asleep on TV? Answer that.
But anyway, he's not going anywhere. So
technically, but I'm just saying.
My question to you is, who's your front runner for 28 for the Democrat side? I'm just curious.
Who's my front runner?
Yeah. Who do
Are
you
you
think?
saying wait? Who are you saying? Who would I like to support? Or be specific with the question.
Well, who do you think the Democrat Party has that's a good choice to run for 28 that you think can win?
Pete Buttigieg.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think that's the best they have, for sure.
I mean, like, that allows him to be successful. But he's literally the Fox News whisperer, right? Like, I know you've seen him on Fox News.
Okay, I'll agree with you on one part, but I laughed at you on the other part. There's not a lot. He is the only one they have.
What about Andy Bashir?
No, your party is
Wait,
so.
what about Andy Bashir?
Your party is so
Do
extreme.
you know who Andy
left.
Bashir is?
I'm not real familiar with him.
Cool. So
but
hey, we can both agree that like Kentucky, where Mitch McConnell is a red state, right?
I would think so. Yeah.
They fucking love Andy Bashir in Kentucky. He's the governor. He's one of the most popular politicians in Kentucky, in a red state. He literally speaks the language of, average MAGA. Andy Bashir is amazing.
Okay, if he's close to a moderate, that's good. I would listen.
I don't think we need a moderate.
I'm 54 years old. I've seen a lot of presidencies, and I can honestly tell you, I've seen the Republican Party have some really down years, like really bad years. But there's never ever been a bigger mess than the Democrat Party right now. In my 54.
Why do you say so?
They're a disaster.
How so?
They're a complete disaster. They have nobody who's moderate. If Andy Bashir is moderate, I think that's great.
Why would being moderate actually, like, being moderate has gotten us nothing, like literally nothing.
Because America doesn't want extreme liberals. Haven't you learned
I disagree
that?
with that.
They don't want extreme liberalism.
I disagree with
It
that.
ruins everything it touches.
That's not true. Okay, give me one time the quote unquote extreme liberalism. That's what you said. Yeah. When there was any type of power.
Well, that's a kind of a broad question.
Yeah. Tell me the last time within the United States that an extreme liberal party had power.
They don't need power to cause destruction. Look at our criminal justice
Sure,
system.
if they don't have power, then they can't pass legislation. Then they can't do things that affect the majority of Americans.
They do have power. They do have power, and it has shown in our criminal justice system. Our criminal justice system is a total disaster.
Hey, our criminal justice.
Yeah.
Who says me?
My bad. This fell on my soundboard. It's a lot happening. It's a fucking lot happening. Tell me about the criminal justice system.
It's a disaster. Nobody's held responsible anymore. And
I know, right? You know what? I think you and I can both agree on that. The criminal justice system is a joke. Like they're letting criminals loose. They're not holding them accountable. And even when criminals see their day in court, they often just get let off. I can agree with that.
When they talk about the crime rate being down, well, the crime rate's down because they're not charging people with misdemeanors anymore.
Also when they do charge people, let's say like with felonies, like maybe 34 of them, they just let them walk scot-free.
Well, the Survivors Act was the Adult Survivors Act. It was a joke because that's the only reason that happened.
No, you're conflating your Trump crimes. I'm not talking about Eugene Carroll. I'm talking about the felonies, the 34 of them.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Again, it was a political hit job.
No, you don't. You don't care. You don't actually mean
the
things that you. You don't mean the things that you said, because if you actually mean the things that
Hillary
you said, then you would actually be furious that Donald Trump he went through the criminal justice system and charged with 34 felonies and then given nothing, no probation, no citation, no jail time. They just told him, all right, you're a felon, now just go away.
Because it was a political hit job. Hillary did worse. She did 10 times worse than what he did.
Well, why if Hillary did 10 times worse, if Hillary did 10 times worse than what he did, then why didn't she get charged? And before you answer that question, just to the chat real quick, chat. You remember I said when they come up, they can do the whataboutisms. He said he wasn't going to do the whataboutisms. We've already talked about Biden. Now we're on Hillary. We're going for the trifecta. How long until he gets to Obama? Anyway, go ahead and answer the question.
I was happy talking about your candidates. You're the one.
I know, but you brought up Biden.
No,
You
you
brought
know
up
what? I
Biden and you brought
criminal-
up Hillary.
No, you changed the goalposts.
I didn't change the goalposts.
I was talking about the criminal justice system,
and I was too, and I was talking
presidential
about Trump being a
candidates.
felon, and nothing happened.
I was talking about criminal justice system and your candidates.
Yeah,
I
and
was-
I was as well. When did
I
I
want
say
to-
anything about Hillary?
I wanted to stay on the candidates. The candidates that you brought up.
I'm good with
listen,
staying on the candidates.
Andy Bashir, hopefully he's a moderate. I think that's a great thing. But other than that, your candidates, the Democrat Party is it's in shambles.
Sure. So okay, you don't know who Andy Bashir is. You agree with you agree
I'm taking
with
a word that he's more of a moderate.
yeah, no. I get it.
From
I get it. But hold on.
Kentucky, he's probably
Hold
a
on.
moderate.
Exactly. But hold on. So check it out, right? You agree with Pete Buttigieg. You don't know who Andy Bashir is. Let's say, let me pick another. Hold on one second. Let me see. What about Roy Cooper?
Okay, what about him?
What do you think about Roy Cooper?
Are these people running for president though? You're bringing up names, but you
Technically, no one's running for president at the moment.
Oh,
The Democratic Party isn't like Donald Trump. They don't run for president for 9 years.
But have these people made any statements, any inclination that they plan on running for president?
No, because,
I can throw out any name.
the presidential election isn't until 2028. Why would
Yeah,
they
but
be?
they're running polls already. They're running polls.
They,
So you
they
just
do.
pick-
It's
You're just
speculation.
picking names out of a hat.
Hey, shucks. What's your favorite sport?
What's that matter?
Just roll with me for a second. What's your favorite sport?
I don't know.
Come on, don't do that.
Pick one.
Come on, don't do that. Me and you are we're having a good conversation so far. Don't start being disingenuous. That's
I'm not
messed
being
up.
this. I
Just
don't
tell
have.
me what your favorite sport is.
Okay, college football.
College football. Okay, cool. Have you ever played fantasy football?
No.
Never played fantasy football. Okay.
Nope.
All right, cool. College football. It's cool. You know how you get through the college season and then you have a national champion. Who won the national championship this past year? I'm blanking.
Ohio State.
Did Ohio State win?
Yep.
I don't really watch college football that much. Cool. All right. So Ohio State won the national football college football championship. Do you remember what happened the day after the college football championship? They do this every year in every sport.
No.
They put out the way too early predictions, and they start predicting who's going to be the champion for the next season.
Well,
the
they didn't do
day
that.
after. They put out the polls soon after the championship.
Yeah, it's soon. I don't think it's the next day.
But that's
anyway,
my point.
go
That's
ahead.
my point. They put out polls and they speculate before anybody before these kids are even back for spring training or anything. And so that's my point. You can talk about them putting out polls and all this other stuff, but it's way too early.
Okay.
That's the point. The point is for you to sit here and say that, oh, there's no defined leader at this moment. I mean, we don't have an incumbent candidate, and it's way too early.
Well, let's look at the ones that are doing polling on right now. So Buttigieg just passed Kamala for the lead, they supposedly in the polls for the presidential candidate, which doesn't surprise me because Kamala's terrible. And I have no problem with Buttigieg.
Why was Kamala terrible?
Everyone talks about how she's the most qualified candidate ever, but yet when she ran in 2019 for an entire year, she couldn't get over 15%.
Yeah, again, this run for her presidency, she was the most qualified candidate to ever seek the office of the presidency for a first term.
Why couldn't she get over 15% when she ran for an entire year?
I'm not talking about 2019. She wasn't the most qualified candidate to ever seek the office of the presidency for the first time in 2019. She was in 2024.
Why all of a sudden was she because of media? Because she had the media in her pocket.
No. It wasn't all of a sudden. You do understand that there's certain qualifiers that.
Well, she wasn't she was a good VP. She was a terrible VP.
Well, how? How was she a terrible VP?
Well, she couldn't answer any questions.
But how was she a terrible VP?
Well, I won't even get into the border, but that in itself, I mean,
sure. But how was she a terrible VP?
She didn't do what she's supposed to do at the border. She didn't.
Cool. What?
And I'm not expecting her.
Wait. What's the job of the VP?
When people said she was in charge of the border, she wasn't in charge of the border. Biden said, she's going to be handling the border issue. But what I expect out of my VP, whether it's her or Republican, the second Biden said that, her first thing should have been a trip to the border.
Mm-hmm.
That should have been the first thing she should have done, and she didn't do that.
Yeah,
she
I hear you. What's the job?
And she literally laughed about it.
I hear what you're saying, and none of that's true. But what's the actual function of the VP?
Hold on.
I'll help you. No. I need you to answer this question first. No. I need you to answer this question first before we go into the other stuff, right? I'll give you a hint. There's two functions, two purposes of a vice president. What are those two things? It's the two sole obligations of their job.
You're changing the goalpost again.
No. I need you to clarify this for me before we can build on it, because if you can't tell me the two actual constitutionally binding things of the vice president, then you don't understand the function of the vice president. So there's two things that are written into the Constitution that says if you are the vice president, your job is 1 and your job is 2. Are you Googling?
No, I'm not Googling. I'm just sitting here wondering why you're changing the goalpost.
I'm not, because you said she was a bad VP. I said,
why
was she a bad VP?
Specific
you said,
reason she was a bad VP.
Yeah, again.
Now you switch goalposts.
No.
This is what you always do. You switch.
Shucks, listen to me for a second, bud. I'm not switching. I said I want to make sure you understand the function of the vice president before we go on to the other stuff. So we're coming to the border stuff. I promise you, we're going to get to it. But I need to make sure you understand what is the function of the vice president before we start talking about the other stuff. Because just to be clear, just so you know this, the border stuff is not a function of the vice presidency.
No, but she's more or less like an advisor to the president.
She's not.
Sure she is.
She's not. I mean, the vice president.
Wait a minute. One of the roles of her is to be, any VP is to be an advisor to the president.
No, it's not. I mean, and technically everyone who works with, works under an administration works at the pleasure. They call it at the pleasure of the president. Again, there are two things specifically outlined within our United States Constitution that the vice president is responsible for. I'll give them to you. Like, and if that again, cool. In order to actually progress the conversation, I'll give you those two things. One is to be at ready in case the president is ever incapacitated or removed for any reason, right? If they're unalive, things
that's
like
a no-brainer.
Sure, but you didn't name it. So, but that's one. The second thing is to be the president of the Senate, meaning casting tie-breaking votes for any type of and oversee the Senate. Oversee any type of tie-breaking votes for the Senate, which she was one of the most consequential vice presidents from that standpoint, because she had some of the most tie-breaking votes on some of the most monumental legislation. So if you're talking like baseline function of a vice president, she was actually president for like a while.
Yeah, right? Did you ever hear the old saying?
Did you know Kamala Harris has been president before?
Did you ever hear the old saying of heartbeat away from the presidency?
Yeah, I hear you. Did you know Kamala Harris was president
no, I'm asking you, did you ever hear that old saying?
I just told you. That's why the old saying is the reason that I named for the first one is the reason why they're a heartbeat away. But but did you know Kamala Harris was president?
Yeah, and okay. And again, I do understand she was president. Okay. And I do understand that you don't understand it because you said it's not true, and it is true. She is an advisor to the president because she also meets with government of other countries.
Every person that works within administration works at the pleasure of the president. She worked at the pleasure of Joe Biden, just like J.D. Vance works at the pleasure of Donald Trump. I'm not disputing that. And yes, the people that are in their inner circles are quote unquote advisors, but they don't have direct influence. At the end of the day, the president makes the decision, whether it's Donald Trump, whether it's Joe Biden, whether it's Barack Obama, it doesn't matter. But with that being said, the two functions of the vice president, she executed at a high level, right? Because she was always available just in case Joe Biden was ever incapacitated, which he was one time during a medical, I think it was a prostate exam or something. And so she was there for that. And then also she
was
actually,
there for it, but it wasn't like she was out in public, readily available all the time.
yeah, but well, I'm talking about that specific instance. You don't want to let other countries know that the president of the United States is actually incapacitated at the moment. Do you think that's smart?
Well, they knew for 4 years he was incapacitated.
Yeah, no, I'm not being
What's the
hyperbole.
wrong
We're not talking about hyperbole. We're talking about specific.
Okay, but we agree.
No. I need you to be specific on this, and I'm not even talking about a specific president. I'm talking about just the president of the United States of America. I don't care who it is, which one it is. Do you think that it's smart to tell any of our enemies that the president is currently incapacitated? I need you to come back. You're teacupping. I need you to come back. You're teacupping. Are you running? He's running. Listen, if you can't see me, I can't hear you. And even if you got to like minimize, I still can't hear you. You have to.
I'm not running. Hold
There
on.
we go.
I got a flash. I got a weather flash warning. We got.
Did you get one?
We got a severe.
Listen,
warning.
they fucked around with NORAD. Anyway, go ahead.
Okay.
Check that. Yeah, check that.
So anyway, as we were saying, so we agree. You and I agree. In the roles of a vice president, again, they act as advisors to the president. They meet with foreign countries, leaders of foreign countries.
Yeah.
But
So let's speak directly to your claim now.
Listen,
right?
I'm 54. I know she's second in line to the president.
Sure, but
that's why the old saying is heartbeat away from the president.
I know, but you didn't say that, and also you didn't mention the whole tie-breaking vote. But cool. So now
because I'm still allowing you to move the goalpost, which
no,
you always do.
No. Again, that's not moving. Listen, bud, I'm making sure you have firm ground.
Again,
on what you
why
this
didn't
flag.
she when she
so
was
now,
told by Biden?
So now let's move on to your claim.
Okay.
So just to verify with your claim, are you saying that she was in charge of the southern border? Is that what you're saying?
I already see. There you go. Putting words in my mouth.
No, and that's why I'm clarifying. I'm not putting any words in your mouth. I'm trying to clarify it. Go ahead.
Wait, you obviously don't pay attention to me because I specifically said earlier that she was not put in charge of the border. She's not in charge of. I actually said that to you, so you clearly are not listening.
Again, that's
you're intentionally not listening
no.
to me
Listen,
you know where this is going.
Shucks. I am not having a bad faith conversation with you at all. Again,
well, you just did because I specifically
just
said
because.
That was my main point.
I need you. Hold on. I need you to focus. I need you to focus for half a second.
I'm focused.
Yeah.
You're
okay.
not
Listen, you
clearly.
can't focus if you're talking over me, and I can't focus if I'm talking over you. So we can go one at a time. Just slow down for a second. I had a clarifying question because I was trying to get you to this point. So I don't remember everything that you said. And that's why I was like, that's why I said, hey, what's your point? I'm not trying to misrepresent anything that you said. I am willing to allow you to clarify what you said. So I will take it all the way back. The floor is yours. I will be quiet. Tell me what you were specifically talking about when you were talking about the border. The floor is yours. I'm going to send you a request to unmute, and I'm not going to say anything. Shucks, I sent you a request to unmute.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay. All right. Floor is yours.
Okay. So I specifically told you earlier, she was not put in charge of the border, but Biden told the world that she's going to be handling the border. How you want to take that, whether she's in charge or not, whatever. Her first thing she should have done as VP is should have went to the border. She should have met with the southern states immediately because there's millions of people pouring into our country, millions upon millions pouring in. And she should have, first thing she should have done as the VP, shown the American people, okay, I'm taking this seriously. And she didn't. She blew it off. And then she does the 60 minutes interview where she's giggling.
Hold on. No. Don't keep going because we need to stay right there. Okay. So you're saying the first thing she should have done was go to the border. Okay, cool. Can you tell me what she actually did do?
She did nothing.
Are you sure?
I just told you what she didn't do. What I expected her to do as vice president is go to the southern country, the southern states along the border. That's the first thing she should have done. She should have shown the American people she meant business. Okay, we clearly have a border problem. We got billions of people pouring in. So I need to take this seriously. Biden went on national TV, said, I'm in charge, or whatever you want to say, I'm in charge of the border, or I'm going to be handling the border. So I need to show the American people I mean business as a VP, and should have went right to the southern states, met with all the governors, and that way she would have shown that she was strong. She was there for the American people. What did she do? Nothing.
Okay, I'll say. Okay, so I need you to stay right there. I need you to stay right there. No, because no. Wait, I need you to stay right there because now I need you to wait. I need you to stay right there because now you're trying to listen. You're trying to escape past it. You're trying.
She giggled through it. She giggled.
You're trying to escape past it because you know that you're wrong. You're trying to escape past it because you know that you're wrong.
I'm not wrong. I'm 1,000% right. Answer the question. Did she go to the border immediately? Did she or did she not? Because I know what date she was put in charge, and I know what date the 60 minutes.
Yeah, I hear you. Was. So this is what we're gonna do.
What
I need you to stop talking because
listen.
All right, I'm muting you. So your claim is she didn't do anything. You're wrong, right? So let me go ahead and clarify this. Let me clarify everything. Joe Biden tasked Kamala Harris with finding the root cause of migration from the Southern Triangle countries, right? So not the states. So she was tasked to find out what the root cause was. Why are so many people trying to get across the southern border? And Kamala Harris did that, right? She went to those countries, met with those countries, and found that there was an actual economic impact that's why they were leaving those countries trying to get to the southern border. And so she actually worked with those countries and worked with those companies within those countries to stem their economy and create more jobs and get more investments from those companies. With Northern Triangle. Yeah, I'm sorry. I said Southern, Northern Triangle. Yes. Anyway, to work with those countries in order to actually stem their economy. And then once they did that, it actually helped with the root cause of migration. That's what she was tasked with. And then on top of that, she met with Mexico and actually got Mexico to invest $5 billion into border security, which specifically some of it went towards the quote unquote border wall. But she actually got Mexico to invest in the southern border, or if, I guess for them it's the northern border, but southern border for us. So yeah, she actually did do something. And not only did she do something, she did something that Donald Trump couldn't do, which was to get Mexico to quote unquote pay for the border.
Okay, so you just proved my point. So again, as an American citizen, I understand what she was tasked with. But the first thing you do as the VP, when Biden went on national TV and put her in charge, the first thing you do is you meet with the southern states, the American state.
Wait. No, because you're missing it. I would agree with you. Wait, I would agree with you if Joe Biden. Tell me one more time, what did Joe Biden task her with? What did he say?
I what you just said, and I agree with you, but you're not letting me finish. Again, it's about showing the American people that you're there for them. I understand that she has to go to the countries and meet with them and find out what the issue is with them. I understand that. But again, we're talking about the VP being put in charge, and American citizens are angry that millions are pouring in. The governor.
What does that have to do with what does that have to do with what Joe Biden told Kamala Harris to do? That has nothing to do.
The governors, you still got to meet with the governors because there's also issues at the border with these people.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not disagreeing with you.
She was in charge of.
I'm not disagreeing with you that is
then
a possible thing that you could do. Then she goes to the southern
countries and meets with them.
No, that's something that
she was asked on the 60.
Shucks, that's what you wanted. That does not mean that's what she had to do.
No, if you let me finish, you keep interrupting me. So she was tasked with this in March of 2021. That's why when she gave an interview in October, which is how many months later? 9 months later, and a 60 minutes interview, and the guy's making a complete ass out of her, you never been to the border. And she starts giggling People didn't think it was funny. Because, see, that's what you don't get. This is where the messaging is why Republicans won. Their
Okay,
messaging
see, now
is
you're moving
so
off the
good.
point, so I'm gonna hop in because you're moving
Their
past the point.
messaging is so good.
So
because
shucks, listen, you can't. I stopped talking.
is a buffoon.
Shucks, I'm not gonna play these games with you. If I'm gonna sit here quiet and listen to you yell, what you are yelling, when it's my turn to speak, you have to stop.
I wasn't done talking.
You were moving. You moved past the point. I'm not gonna let you
You sat
pontificate
there in
past
the
the point.
60-minute interview.
You're fucking pontificating at this point. Like, seriously, if we're gonna talk, you're not gonna go on a monologue. Stop. Right there. So, shucks. I understand that you're saying that you think that she should have actually gone to those states, right? But that was yeah, he was. He was. I'll be damned. I'll be damned if you tell someone like, hey, make a pizza. Make a pepperoni pizza. And then you get mad when someone brings you the pepperoni pizza. But yet, you said, well, you should have put the cheese on after you put the pepperonis on. Well, first of all, I gave you the pepperoni pizza that you wanted. But like, how are you going to tell me how to make the pepperoni pizza? W's in the chat for Jacob. Jacob sent a $1 donation saying, for my main man and my brother. Jacob, what's up? Thank you so much for that $1 donation. You are absolutely far too kind. Thank you. I appreciate that $1 donation. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can definitely do so. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24 is the best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. If you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Hit that follow button. Make sure you're following me. This is the main account now, so you got to make sure.
I mean, I was going to say, I feel like I love what you're doing, bro. I just love what you're doing. Keep up the great work.
Oh, okay, cool. So you're not a Trump supporter?
No, not at all. I just want to say I love what you're doing.
Okay, cool. Guys, only request up if you're a Trump supporter. Only request up if you're a Trump supporter. This is Sparring with Santana, one-on-one debates with Trump supporters. Again, make sure you hit that follow button if you are not following. If you are not following, make sure you hit that follow button.
And New York Times journalist Ryan Mack has traced Elon Musk's
Mark, are you a Trump supporter?
Mark, humble big game developer in South Africa,
Mark Jennings,
to one of the richest and
with the loud TV. Are you a Trump supporter?
Hell no.
He is.
Hell no.
Okay, cool, but turn your TV down, bro. You're gonna mess up your ears. That TV is loud as shit. Whew. That was loud. I don't know what's going on. Turn the TV off. All right, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Debbie's in the chat for Gene. What up, Gene? Gene sent a $1 donation saying, even though you're amazing, I gotta say, I'm not reading that last part off. Guys, if you like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support live. If you're over on YouTube and you like to send a YouTube super chat, you can do so with a, if you like to support live, you can do so with a YouTube super chat, and I will read that message off. Guys, if you are a Trump supporter, get in the box. We're looking for some debates. We're only talking to Trump supporters. We are only talking to Trump supporters. Guys, I have a new soundboard, and I want to get these sounds off, but I need a Trump supporter in the box in order to get these sounds off. I got to make sure that it's perfect timing. I don't want to debut the sounds without the perfect timing. All right, so I need a Trump supporter because I got some heat. Got some heat on the soundboard. Keep tapping the screen. Let's go ahead and get the likes up to 200,000 likes. Can we knock out these roses? It's the daily gift goal. It's the little roses. Can we knock those out? Please. Please share the live out. Yeah. Trump supporters going once. Trump supporters going twice. Where you at, Trump supporters? Where you at? Where you at? Where you at, though? You know what? And in all seriousness, like in all seriousness, I wouldn't want to debate me either. I ain't even gonna lie. Like, I don't think I would want to debate me either. So there's that. Thank you for knocking out the roses. What's the Venmo? It's right here. Santana Speaks 24. Yeah, I wouldn't want to debate me either. You know what's funny? So I was listening. Who was I listening? I was listening to Erica talk to this guy. And she was like, "Oh, you think you're the first person to come up and say this?" And like I've set up here and I haven't had to pull up any like source of anything yet because they don't have, thank you for the cake. They don't have any original points. They not only do they not have any original points, they don't have anything that I have to fact check because they're just wrong. Just like completely wrong. Like they don't have information, they don't have facts, and they're just wrong. It's weird. It's weird. It's weird. Trump supporters. Are you guys, you all can't be scared. You all can't be scared. Right? Who's that? Who needs to come back on their main? Oh, Democrat soy boy. Yeah, okay. Hey, bud, I'm gonna go ahead and mute you. You can request up. You can tell me how I'm a quote unquote soy boy. Which, fun fact, I don't even drink soy milk. I drink almond milk. I drink almond milk. I don't even drink soy. So there's that. But get in the box. Get in the box. W's in the chat for Blair. Blair sent a $5 donation to say truth bomb and common sense. Absolutely. Thank you so much for that $5 donation. You are absolutely too kind. I appreciate you so much, guys. If you want to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24. Best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything's appreciated. Like, I had to really pull out the big carrot in order to get the last guy up there, and he went for Biden and Hillary. I'm surprised that he didn't try, the Obama one, but he never got to that one. But I'm not giving that offer out again, because once I give that offer out, you guys whataboutisms like the whole time. The whole time. Thank you. Yeah, I do love almond milk. I don't think, guys, I don't think they're gonna come back. I think Erica's chat told me the other night that I'd be scaring the hoes. Trump supporters, they're hoes. That's what Erica chat told me, and I get it. I get it. W's in the chat from Matthew. Matthew sent a $5 donation saying your docile tones are always worth listening to, even if the Trump supporters are scared. Yeah, I appreciate you. Listen, thank you so much for that $5 donation, Matthew. You're freaking awesome. You're awesome. 45, 47. 45, 47. Nah.
Hi.
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
Wait. First and foremost, would you consider yourself blagger, and do you know what that is?
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Blagger.
Hey, whoever you are, Izzel or whatever, like, that's not cool. You don't come in the chat spamming like a GoFundMe. Like, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't be weird. What's going on? What do you want?
I know. I just want to do the blagger call because they like to come in. Blagger. And then they come in. So you'll get them, like, give it like 3 minutes. They'll come by.
I legitimately don't want to give them 3 minutes.
All right, bye.
Show yourself out. There you go. You know what a door is. Guys, I don't know. I think we're cooked, or not us, them. I think they're cooked. I think they're cooked. I think they're cooked. It's right here. Thank you. Santana speaks 24. That's it. There's no Trump supporters left. Sweet, yeah. MAGA ran out. Yeah. They ran out of whataboutisms. They ran out of whataboutism. That's the thing. Like, they realized that they can't whataboutism thing. Like, he does the weave, I do the weave. Like, we weave together. You weave, I weave, we weave together. Cool. You still can't get away. No, I don't want to. Guys, if you look up here, you see the word follow. See the word follow? That means you're not following me. That means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit that follow button, and we'll go from there. Swoops, are you a Trump supporter?
Yes.
You are? You say yes?
Yes.
Awesome sauce. Hey, got a question for you.
All right.
Hello. Do you want to play a game?
Hey, which one did you vote for? More cruelty, higher prices, less freedoms, the love of isms and phobias, or did you just want a king? I'm a king.
I'll let you pick the talking. Which one do you want to go over?
No, I mean, I just want to know which one you voted for.
Looking at the list here, I guess less freedom could technically kind of cover what I voted for.
Cool. Tell me what you voted for.
I did appreciate the move toward kind of giving the states a chance to choose their abortion rights.
AB.
I guess that's kind of less freedom in a sense.
AB, why do you want to control women's bodies?
I don't want to control women's bodies. I want to protect the unborn.
Doesn't sound like it. Can you explain to me? What premise is your ideas around quote unquote protecting the unborn? Is it a premise of religion? Is it constitutional? Like, where does your view stem from?
Multiple different viewpoints it comes from. The main ones would be personal experience, religion, and science.
Jesus. Got it. All right, which one do you want to tackle? Well, I don't know if I necessarily want to talk about your personal experience when it comes to everyone, because it's kind of individualized. But I would indulge with science or religion, because I mean that's something that across the board people are affected by. So
we can start with science.
Okay, give me the science.
Science says life starts at conception, therefore abortion is the purposeful ending of human life.
AB. Don't say the actual word, just say AB for me. It's a TikTok. You're good. It's a TikTok thing.
So AB would be the intentional ending of human life, backed by science saying that life starts at conception. That is the widely accepted view in the science world.
Yeah, I hear you. It's not a human though.
Why is it not a human?
It's a fetus. It does not actually have categorically humanistic traits that would categorize it as being a human. It has no subjective experience. It has no viability prior to a pretty recognizable standpoint of like 24 weeks. So by any stance metric, like it's not a human. It's just a clump of cells.
Does a fetus have human DNA?
Yep.
So it does have human DNA, but it is not a human?
Correct.
That's a contradictory statement. You can't have human DNA and not be a human.
Is it fully developed, or is it in the process of being made? Is the engine a part of the car?
Yes.
Is an engine a car?
No.
But it is a part of the car, right?
Yes.
Cool. So The fact that a fetus has human DNA does not mean that it's a human. It's in the process of being made. Until it is actually a point of viability, it cannot stand on its own. That's the point.
I would counter that by saying, by your definition, a toddler would not be human because it's not fully developed
Is a
yet.
toddler born? Can a toddler live outside its mother's womb?
No, or sorry, yes, sorry.
Can a fetus prior to 20 to 24 weeks, can it live outside of its mother's womb?
No.
Okay, that's my point.
I would argue that, say, someone who is reliant on life support, they cannot be off that life support to survive.
So
are they not a
are
human?
you referring to someone who has had prior objective experiences?
Prior experience does not have any definitional value towards being a
Sure,
human.
but do they have actual lived life experience? Have they ever had human experience?
Let me adjust it. What if a baby is born, but their lungs cannot sustain them and they need to be put on immediate life support to sustain their lungs? It is a born human being, but it needs to have oxygen hooked up in order to be able to properly breathe. It does not have previous experience, but you would not qualify that as a human?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually born. It's actually born. It's actually born. It's born.
But it's still a fetus is still a human.
Born.
It may not be a
fetus is
born
not born.
human, but
A fetus is not born, and yes, so you can talk about the you can give a scenario that may occur that's not common, right? I mean, it's not like saying, oh, every time that a child is born, a normal step is you have to put them on oxygen so they can breathe, right? Like, I hear you, but that's not something. But then even more so when you start talking about like the actual premise of that support, like a fetus is not going to be something that falls within that category. So it doesn't work that way. Scientifically speaking, your idea doesn't hold up. You're teacupping. Can't see me. I can't hear you. Even if you're like a small square, I still can't hear you. Got to be big screen. There you go. What you got?
all right. Let me double check this definition really quick, and then I'm going to jump back so I give you the right one here.
Sure.
Some of the definitions of human: consisting of or involving human part, or having human attribute.
Hey, chat, watch this one.
The third one is or relating to having characteristics of human.
I can't hear you when you like bounce back and forth. So you might want to like get the whole thing and then read it, because I like you were kind of saying it in parts, but I do have something to say to you after you do that. Anyway, W's in the chat for Chris. Chris in a $11.22 Venmo to say, just want to say thank you for what you do and sorry for what dumbass white people do. Shit is infuriating to me. Listen, you can't apologize for all white people. Just assholes are gonna asshole. That's what they do. But I appreciate you guys. If you like to support live, you can do so. All the pay links and link tree in the bio, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted, anything's appreciated. If you're over on YouTube and you like to send a YouTube super chat, you can do so. Swoop, what you got?
Sorry. I thought I provided 3 things. And I was waiting for your response on them.
No. I told you, like, I couldn't hear you because you kept cutting in and out to try to read it. And so, like, I was only getting bits and pieces of what you were trying to say. That's fine. Listen, let's do this. Question for you. Definitions, are they prescriptive or descriptive?
I'm sorry, you cut out because I was on a different screen. You said
Definitions, are they prescriptive or descriptive?
descriptive.
Cool. So reading off a definition, does that mean that it's telling like what something is or does, or does it just actually determine a set like outline of what that thing is at the moment?
From my understanding, it would set the outline of what that thing is.
Yeah. So just because you read a definition of human does not mean that that's what an actual human is. A lot of things that you say has cross characteristics. It shares characteristics of other, different things. That's like, I hear you reading a definition is cool, but that doesn't mean that, that's a human. Like the premise behind sustaining human life, and which you for some reason decide you didn't want to give past experience any type of credence, but like lived experiences, viability, like it's multiple factors. And so I hear you trying to argue the stance of like AB from a scientific perspective. It just doesn't fly, especially because AB is just healthcare, plain and simple, right? I mean, there's multiple reasons for needing an AB. And even when women need an AB, we understand that giving birth is one of the toughest, like literally it puts a woman's life on the line to actually have a child, right? Childbirth is absolutely, every time a woman does it, they're putting their life on the line. So there's no science that actually backs up your premise that, ABs shouldn't happen. Now, if you're trying to mix your actual religious views with your scientific views, I can kind of see how you're trying to justify that. But even your Bible, are you a Christian?
Yes.
The Bible book doesn't punish ABs, and the Bible book doesn't actually doesn't give any type of credence until you are born.
In the Bible, there are references to referring to someone who is unborn as a person.
Sure. No, the Bible said, yeah, I knew you in the womb, but also literally the Bible gives you a way to give ABs, and then also lists ABs as a property crime, where if you murder someone, unalive them, it's an actual sin, which the sin is punishable by unaliving. So there's a difference. You know what bitter waters are?
Entice me.
It's a story in the Bible book. It basically it talks about how you can have a priest administer bitter waters to verify whether your wife actually cheated on you or not. If you lose the child, then your wife cheated on you, and it's a property crime, and the person that your wife cheated on you with has to pay you a fine. So if you have an AB, then it's a fine. Then that's why ABs cost. W's in the chat for Gene, who sent a $1 donation saying people like him say they are pro-life, yet they voted for someone who was taking benefits and healthcare away from people and children. Absolutely. We haven't even got to that point yet, Gene. But W's in the chat for Gene. Thank you so much for that $1 donation, guys. Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, all the pay links are in the link tree in the bio. Santana Speaks 24. Best way to support the live. Everything's accepted. Anything's appreciated. Yes, he did mean enlighten, not entice. I am kind of enticing though. I am kind of enticing. So yeah, the Bible doesn't care about AB. Also, fun fact, the Christian religion, the church, didn't care about like AB or the queer community until about the 70s and 80s, when there was a push towards focusing on those things. But the Bible has been translated so many different times that even if you believe that it was based in the premise of like facts, there's a large chance that it's been translated so much and adjusted so much that it's not a one-for-one translation. But if you just take the premise of what the Bible stands for in any religion, right? Most religions are rooted in the fact that, hey, don't be an asshole. Like, do good things, be a good person, live a good life. And I just don't believe like controlling people's bodies is like being a good person. I don't think that you should want to control other people.
And I'm not trying to control other people. I'm just trying to protect the human life that exists within some people.
It doesn't. Doesn't.
And I mean, we can go in circles round and round on whether or not
We
it's
could,
human
but I'm
life.
trying to understand. Like you're not giving me an actual measure that validates it being. Because if you can validate to me that at conception it is a provable life, then I'm like, okay, I'm with it. But again, and to the point of viability, it's just a clump of cells.
I mean, we're all just clumps of cells.
You said something factual. Sure, we all just are clumps of cells, but at this moment, you and I have subjective experiences. So
I guess the issue I have with your definition of human life is that's just not the accepted scientific definition of a human life. If you have human DNA, you are a human. You do not have to have previous
Sure, but
experiences.
we've already talked about, definitions, which, like, sure, if you want to go, what's the definition of definition, or if you want to go, what's the definition of, or any of that, like, we can fill bro the shit out of this if you want. Like, I can do that, but I'm just telling you, like, it's what you're saying is it's not good. Hey, Corey.
Can I ask a quick question really quick then?
No, hold on. I think Corey's trying to come off mute, but she doesn't know what she's doing. Corey, did you mean to come up here?
No,
Oh, okay.
but I do. I mean, I'm here. Oh,
I'm not gonna do it. Go ahead, Corey. You got it.
well, it would have been funny if you did. But so can you repeat what it is that you think is scientific as far as what defines human life?
Oh, wait, hold. I'm sorry. W's in the chat from Matthew. Matthew sent a $5 donation saying your beard is enticing and fluffy. It is. Thank you. I appreciate you so much, Matthew. W's in the chat from Matthew for that $5 donation. Guys, if you want to support, boom, Cash App, PayPal, Venmo. Make sure you're liking the screen. Also, if you 600 people hanging out, you see that word follow? You're not following me. Hit that follow button. Follow me. God damn it, follow me. I love you. Sorry, go ahead.
Who are you asking, Corey or Joe?
Corey's talking to you. Corey's on my side.
Okay, I didn't know that.
This is my ace boom coon. You know what that means, Swoop? You know what ace boom coon? You know what that means?
I'm not familiar with that term.
Yeah, me and Corey go back like rocking chairs. Me and Corey go back like 4 flats on a Cadillac. Anyway, go ahead, Corey. You got it.
Yeah, go ahead and tell me that definition again for human life.
Containing of human DNA.
Uh-huh.
Also, the possibility of turning into a full adult human,
Oh, let's see, that's
assuming
new.
nothing happens to it, as well as eventually the fetus does contain a heartbeat, brain activity, and all the necessary organs for life.
Uh-huh. So, 2 things. One, so does sperm. So, I mean, you should probably, you can lie if you want to, but we know that you've probably committed some great atrocities under your worldview.
I know I have.
That said, also
millions
with that, if that's how you define a human, if you just basic, is an egg a chicken? Because an egg that's fertilized has all of that. Is an egg a chicken?
I also gave him like the engine and car analogy.
Yeah, I don't think
But
he's
hopefully
smart
he gets
enough for
this
that
one.
one. Maybe this one, it's a little simpler.
The egg is not a chicken.
Well, but it contains chicken DNA, and if nothing happens to it, then it becomes a chicken. It has the potential, right, to become a chicken as long as a snake doesn't steal it, or it meets all of your qualifications. Does
Well,
it not?
technically, we should be protecting those chicken lives that are inside of the eggs, right? So I guess that's that.
Well, I was about to say an unfertilized egg would not qualify as a chicken, but maybe a fertilized egg you could qualify as a chicken.
Wait,
Just a
so
different
now
development stage.
But it has the potential.
Not if it's not fertilized.
Okay, well, that wasn't
Bro,
part of your definition,
are you
right?
arguing
Because
that
you
an
said
egg is a
contains
chicken?
human DNA.
Are you
Right,
really
or
gonna
you
argue
said-
that?
it's a human because it contains human DNA and has the potential to become a human. Obviously, things have to happen in order for that potential to even at conception. At what point is conception? What happens after conception, my guy?
So
And is
the point of
conception
conception.
immaculate?
Oh, the point of conception is when the sperm meets the egg. They fuse together.
Right.
The DNA is
Right.
started.
So stop there. There's at that alone, there's no potential yet. There's still things that have to happen after conception for there to be that potential that you say qualifies.
Yeah,
Can
but
you even tell me what that is?
conception is the start of the human life process. That is where human life begins.
Well,
It is
then
a
an egg is a
human, and
chicken.
it starts there. What was that? I'm sorry.
Well, then an egg is a chicken under your how you're defining how things work. Then an egg is a chicken. Like, do you see
Sure.
how
Yeah.
that logic isn't quite?
A fertilized egg that came from a hen could be a chicken. Yes. A non-fertilized, I do not
Bro,
think
you
is
were
the
just
same.
debating in bad faith now. You are not good at this.
How am I debating in bad faith?
Because you know a fucking egg is not a chicken. Stop it. Stop it. Don't make
I
me
said
go
it
to
could
the
be
soundboard.
qualified as one under my definition.
So you see then how your definition is wrong. If you're telling me that an egg is not a chicken, then you're telling me that a zygote, right? Because
Corey.
what you're defining is a zygote, not even a fetus.
And even then, technically,
not
the
a
egg
human.
could
That's
refer
a-
to the housing of the chicken that is in quote unquote utero. I think that is normally what we would refer to as the egg. Because basically, an egg is essentially an outside uterus.
Did you
Oh
fail
my
sex ed or did
God.
sex ed fail you?
Listen, okay, so I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it funky. I'm gonna keep it
Keep
funky.
the insults out of here. We're not going to go to insults.
No, you're not
No,
going to tell me
no,
what to do.
we are
That's not
because
gonna
like
happen.
this is stupid now, all right? I mean, you're being disingenuous. You've obviously conflated your points, and your points don't have any type of validity. We've talked about the scientific approach. We've talked about the actual religious approach. You still can't actually sustain any type of point because you're trying to mix the two, and it still doesn't work. And then you're not even willing to concede on what a fucking chicken is and what an egg is. What are we even doing at this point?
First off, on the science part of it, the thing I wanted to ask you before Corey came in here, you claimed that my definition is no good, but you were praising your definition. That's not
What
arguing.
definition
That's
did
not
I
debating in
praise?
good faith.
What definition did I praise?
When I was bringing up definitions, you were like, "Well, definitions."
But what
you were asking all
definition
these
did I
questions,
praise?
and you're like, "But then here's mine," and you
No,
accepted
I didn't tell you.
yours.
I didn't tell you any definitions. I told you the actual characteristics that qualifies a human life. Again,
And I don't accept your
I gave
characteristics.
you the prescriptive. You gave me the descriptive.
I don't
You
even
have to
think
meet. You have to meet these characteristics. Not just meet these characteristics. You have to actually be able to have this functionality. It's not just the actual outside layer that you don't get it. This is dumb. I'm stupid. I'm sorry.
Okay, we can move away from that. We can keep going with where we were going with this whole chicken egg thing.
I at this point I don't really think it's worth it. Like I'm sorry, but it just doesn't seem like you're up for this conversation. Like you want to control women's bodies, but you're not even good at this controlling of women bodies argument.
Okay, let's move toward why do you think I want to, like, how do you think I'm trying to control human or women's bodies?
Because you think you think that you should have an opinion whether or not women actually get AB or not.
Because there's a woman on the panel with you and you're still trying really hard to not direct any comments towards me. You'd rather talk to...
Big facts.
So that alone,
Because he's the host, I came on here to debate him, not you.
Hey,
I don't care what you came here for.
Hey.
Okay, well, check this out. Now, first of all, you're throwing too many big words at me. Okay, now, because I don't understand them, I'm going to take them as disrespect. Watch your mouth and help me with the sale.
Watch your mouth. We're not doing that disrespect. Watch your mouth.
You disrespected me. How come I can't feed that same energy?
Because I'm the host. Who gives a fuck? And you didn't try to disrespect me. You tried to disrespect Corey.
I'm not disrespecting her. I'm just stating that I didn't know I was going to
Yeah.
be talking to two people at once.
So you are now. Like, man, the fuck up. Like, what are we doing? Like,
Okay,
if you
fine.
can't-
I'll
if you
man the
can't
fuck
defend,
up.
if you can't defend your point, if
You want me to man the fuck up? Okay.
yeah.
I'll defend my
If you
point.
can't defend your misogynistic piece of shit point, then you shouldn't be arguing it.
Okay, I'll start defending right here. I'm not the one. I'm not trying to control women's bodies.
You literally are.
Hold on. Don't interrupt me.
You literally are.
I'm not trying to defend the pro-life stance to control women's bodies. I'm trying to protect unborn babies. If you don't want to have to worry about being, if you don't want to have to worry about being controlled, keep your legs closed.
Defined. Yeah. How about we talk to men
There
and
it
tell
is.
them to actually get vasectomies? How about that? How about that? Do you support mandatory vasectomies?
No.
Okay, then shut the fuck up. You're being disingenuous again because you can't get pregnant if the men don't actually put their baby batter out there. So
You
what are
can't
we even
get
talking
pregnant
about?
if you don't put the baby batter inside you.
Exactly. So vasectomy. It's the men. The men are the
Abstinence
problem.
from sex.
Men are the problem. Cool. No, you go be an incel by yourself. Advocate for vasectomies instead of you saying, "Oh, you got to be pure."
Why can't women just try to be pure? I understand that. Before you
Again,
jump
why
on
are you
and say
trying to
that
why are you trying to control women? Why are you trying to control women? Why do women have to be pure?
men should be pure too.
Okay, so again, why are you trying to control men now? Why are you not worried about yourself?
I am worried about myself.
You're not. You're not, because you're talking about other people. Now you went
I'm
from
saying
talking
if
about
you
other
don't
people
wanna have
having
to worry
babies, and
about
now you're
pregnancy,
talking.
there's an
Now
easy
you're
way to
worried about.
avoid it.
Now you're worried about who's getting laid, and that's weird.
I'm just saying that if you don't have to worry about pregnancy, there's a way to avoid it.
Yeah. Do you think that the only reason to have sex is to get pregnant?
No, certainly not. But you do have
Okay,
to
then.
accept
So
the
your point
responsibility
your
that
point
comes
doesn't
with
make
having.
sense. Your point doesn't make sense.
I don't think you, a man, someone who doesn't have to carry that pregnancy to term, gets to tell anybody what's their responsibility and what's not. My resources, my nutrition, what I need to thrive. My rights end where yours begin, and that's the same, still true for a fetus.
Yeah. Also,
My
let me read
rights.
these. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Corey.
Nope, you're good. Go ahead. I
Let
don't
me
even.
read these two off. W's in the chat for Justin. Justin sent a $2 donation saying, and not a scientist, but I did work in in biology for 5 years. Ha ha ha. Since technically our poop is human DNA, and then my excrement is human by his definition. Yeah. By the definition. Also, W's in the chat for Justin, who sent a $2 donation saying, the egg, much like the fetus, would need something to incubate it and keep that potential alive. Otherwise, even the egg is fertilized is needed outside of intubation to keep it alive. Exactly. That's the whole thing. Absolutely. Guys, W's in the chat for Justin. If you like to support the live, you can do so. Santana Speaks 24, best way to support the live. Everything is accepted. Anything is appreciated. And if you would like to donate over on YouTube, you can send a YouTube super chat. Swoop, what are we even doing, man? Like you went from trying to control women's bodies to trying to control who is in whose bed. Like, what the fuck are we even doing now?
My whole thing with, we'll get back on track here. I'd like to get back to the abortion talk.
AB,
now we've
for
had a
what?
chance to
You're
just
not
chill.
qualified for it. You're not qualified for that. You're not qualified for this. I'm sorry, you're not. Pick another topic or something. You are not qualified for this AB conversation. You literally, are you from the South?
No,
Where are you from?
the Midwest.
Just about the South. Cool. Like I don't get. Are you like what you said you're Christian?
Correct.
What form of Christianity?
Baptist.
Fucking worse. Listen, you're not qualified for this conversation. You're not. You're like,
Why am I not?
Because you don't understand. Or I'll take it back. I'm not going to say you don't understand. I'm going to say either you don't understand or you're being disingenuous, and it's one of the two. There's no way. Because I'm leaning towards being disingenuous because I gave you the perfect solution for your problem. advocate for mandatory vasectomies. If you advocate for mandatory vasectomies, then you don't have to worry about the problem, right? But you don't care about the men, you care about the women, and then you try to cover that up by saying, well, I think everybody should abstain from sex. Sex is fucking awesome. Stop cock blocking.
I mean, I'm not saying that sex isn't awesome. I'm saying you have to be
Then why are you
responsible with
trying to
sex.
stop people from getting laid?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Do you think that your quote unquote, well, you know what? I'm not even going to give you that. Do you think that your first birth position lends to you being Christ-like? Do you think that you are Christ-like in that position?
You're asking, do I think I'm Christ-like if I am requiring
Right?
women to give
That's what
birth?
Christianity is, yeah? Being Christ-like. Do you think that you are doing that?
By respecting human life, yes.
You know, Jesus was a communist, yeah?
Jesus was a goddamn commie.
He couldn't have been a communist because communists did not exist back then.
Absolutely a communist. Did Jesus believe in borders?
He believed in following the laws of the land.
Did Jesus believe in borders?
Actually, yes, he does actually believe in borders.
Tell me how.
There is a border to get into heaven.
Bruh.
That's a stupid argument, being that
is not a
he
stupid argument.
was
Every
crucified,
argument you've made has been stupid.
in order to forgive all of the sins, so that that doesn't even track, dude. Like that.
You are not good at this. Is this your first time ever debating on live?
I'm not going to answer that question. I want you to tell me how my response
So
about
the answer
heaven
is
having
yes.
a border
Yeah,
is not
it's cool.
valid.
Yeah, it's absolutely not valid because Jesus actually traveled from land to land on earth. Now, there's no quote unquote border that you would have to cross to get into heaven. Now, if you want to talk about the actual ritual, right, that you have to actually go through, I mean, yes, you have to be baptized. You have to confess the name of your Lord and Savior, and you have to actually accept it, and you have to repent. Yes, there's multiple steps that you have to go through. And it also even states that, you know, talking about how Jesus was a commie, not only did he feed those that needed food and he traveled the land, he also rejected wealth. He even said that it's easier for, it's harder for a wealthy man to get into the gates of heaven than it is to get a camel through the eye of a needle. So he didn't even believe in worldly possessions. He wanted everybody to live their life. Like Jesus hung out with, who was one of Jesus' road dogs? Like she was what was Mary Magdalene out there doing?
And just because Jesus traveled between different
no.
I thought you were asking a rhetorical question.
How pure was Mary Magdalene? Was she out there throwing it in a circle? Because I think she was throwing it in a circle.
Mary Magdalene was not a prostitute.
Cool. All right.
What did Jesus say about taxes?
Give unto Caesar what is Caesar, and give unto the Lord what is the Lord's.
I'm gonna read this off. W's in the chat for Alaskan Fury, who sent $1 donation. So says, so can I get married and we don't want to have? So I can get married and we don't want to have kids, but the doctor won't tie my tubes because of my age. Am I being responsible and married but can't have sex because the fear of pregnancy? My body, my choice until I can carry a child and keep my body out your mouth. Absolutely. Like, absolutely. W's in the chat for Alaskan Fury. I appreciate that $1 donation. Bro, listen, you like, you know, Jesus said, hey, get from around here, homie. You don't even know me like that. You might have seen me in the streets, but you don't know me. Like, that's a direct Bible quote. You might have seen me in the streets, but you don't know me. And that's what's happening right now. Oh, he ran. He ran, Corey.
They always do. They really don't want to accept that Jesus was a communist. Sorry, I know it was. I know I didn't need to take it there. It's just my. It's my favorite.
That's all good.
I had to do it.
I wanted to play my. I'm not gonna lie. I was trying to get him to crash out a little bit so I can play my new favorite sound, but he wouldn't crash for me.
I'm supposed to be working, so you can kick me out. I like magic.
I know that's right. I really wanted to use. I have this new sound. Yeah, he was. I have this new sound. It's fucking awesome. It's fucking awesome. Somebody come up and crash out real quick. Hurry up, because I only got like 6 minutes. Somebody come crash out real quick. I need to crash in. What you got, Chris?
Man, you know you lying.
That's your best crash out?
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
My
Chris,
live
you're not
ain't
even good
my-
at crashing out.
Can you see? Can you even see my shit?
See what?
Oh, okay. You just popped back up. I didn't fully load, I guess. What? Erica, get the hell on, Erica. Your ass lame too.
Somebody else do it. I'm not bringing your name is Wicked, so I'm not bringing you up. God damn it! I just need someone to actually crash out, like a good person. Not that. That was not good. Fucking blew a shot. Jeez Louise.
Hey, yo, I'm tired of you stealing my shit, by the way. Every single thing. You stole skedaddle from me. You stole yapping. You also stole, what else did you steal? Oh, in the club. Yes, you did. You stole that. That was me. You stole all the good things from me. What else? I got a list. Let me find my handy dandy notebook because I've been writing this shit down for almost a whole year. Let's do that. Also, I'm absolutely better at this than you. Ask the chat. I'm better than this than you say you. Do you hear me moving all this stuff around? I got notes.
Okay. I mean,
notes.
I hear you.
I got
hear
notes.
you.
I got
hear you.
notes. I got
hear you,
notes.
but
I got notes.
I actually just want to say one thing.
I don't know what you want to say. What do you want to say?
You know what? Yeah. You're saying some mean things about me, but I believe in myself. And my mama raised me to have confidence. And my brothers taught me how to fight. And I just feel good. And also, you're a bitch ass nigga. Hey.
Just so you know. Just so you know. Let them come up and try to crash out on me again. Oh, you guys got the wrong chat. Talking about it's a pickle time. You guys got the wrong chat. All right, I gotta go because I got stuff to do. I gotta go be an adult after playing with these kids forever. Chris, stop saying it in my chat. We don't do that here. It's weird. That's weird. Anyway, guys, we're gonna get out of here. We'll be back for late nights tonight. Make sure that you guys are locked and loaded in for late nights tonight, 8 p.m. I'm sorry, 11 p.m. Eastern, 8 p.m. Pacific. If you look up at the top and you see the word follow, that means you're not following me. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Go ahead and hit that follow button. Literally the best soundboard on TikTok. I don't care who. If somebody say different, tell them I said fight me. Whatever. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. We're gonna hit this outro and let's exhaust. Guys, yeah, like these people were not good at debates. Like I know they try, right? They try, but they're not that good at debates. Like men, stop trying to control women's bodies. That's weird. Be better. Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. We'll be back for tonight, for late nights. I love you all, guys. Thank you for everything. Thank you for all the taps, the shares, the gifts. Thank you all for just being absolutely amazing. Thank you all for being here. Make sure you go watch the last video I just posted. Right? Do that. I love you guys. I love you so much. I'll see you this evening. And as always.